is the effect of gender diversity on remuneration packages in Saudi. Prior corporate outcomes have been witnessed due to the increase of number of female directors on boardrooms, particularly in areas such as corporate governance and corporate performance. Board diversity is aimed not only to improve the gender balance in the corporate boardrooms, but also to enhance the degree of governance in terms of monitoring, transparency, and disclosure at the boardroom level. Since the implementation of Saudi Vision 2030, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has shown an increase in the participation rate of females in its workforce, from 17.7 in 2016 to 33.7 in 2021. Female directors have been playing progressively important roles in corporate governance worldwide, and their existence and representations have been increasing in boardrooms. The purpose of this study is to examine the relationship between female directors and boards' remuneration pay packages. As the rate of female directors' representation in boardrooms is increasing, upcoming research shall examine how such diversity might affect remuneration packages at the board level. Prior studies on gender diversity in boardrooms have reported that women in boardrooms improve board's monitoring and the financial performances of companies that operate in complex environments. Also, the high number of women in boardrooms is found to enhance board's strategic controls and board's effectiveness. Moreover, gender diversity in boardrooms is reported to be positively associated with boards' attendance records and sensitivity of CEOs' turnover to stock returns. In addition, female directors are also found to be more inclined to vote against raising CEOs' pays and are considered tough monitors. Furthermore, female directors are recognized to improve corporate boards' independence. Previous research also has signified the effect of power in boardrooms and revealed that the distribution of power among directors affects their level of involvement, monitoring, and consequently their remuneration packages. Therefore, it's untenable to assume that all members of diverse boards will have equal influences on corporate strategies and thus their remuneration packages. Based on this argument, this study hypothesizes the following. There is a positive association between female directorship and directors' remuneration packages. This study employs a secondary data method to collect all data. All secondary data is derived from the Saudi Stock Exchange and from listed Saudi companies' financial reports for the year end 2021. The population as of 2021 was 203 companies, and the unavailable annual reports was only for 49 companies, less the RITS firms, which are 18. The total of the final sample is 136. The research model employed for the study is aligned with prior research model examining directors' remuneration, such as Lee and Isa, Natim et Nimabia and Hamdan 2018 and Sarhan ATL 2019. And as the framework here, female directors is the test variable, and that's H1. And the independent variables here are director size, directors' independence, foreign directors, family boards, members, CEOs, ethnicities, CEOs, families, corporate size, corporate subsidiaries, and corporates employees cost, and that's H2 to H9. And the dependent variable is the director's remuneration packages. Aligned with previous research model and suggested variables in the relevant literature, the current study examines the board of directors' total remunerations as an independent variable, and it's composed of salary, bonuses, and other financial benefits. Moreover, this current undertaking utilizes the remuneration log PRP, in order to reduce differences detected in remuneration packages across analyzed corporations. Here's the table of the variable and measures. The dependent variable, as mentioned recently, the board remuneration packages. The independent variable is the female directors and the control variables at director size, director independence, foreign directors, family board, family CEO, CEO ethnicity, authorized capital, number of subsidiaries, and employees cost. And here comes the model specification to test the association between the female directors and board structures and CEO structures of firms. Specific attributes with board's remuneration packages, hence the equation used for the regression analysis is as it's stated. The analysis. The descriptive analysis revealed that 12% of listed Saudi corporations have gender diverse boards. Only 87% of listed corporations have no female directors. 11 of the percent have one female directors and 1% have two female directors. This 12% implies that men dominate most of the Saudi corporate board, especially when considering the sample size. Also, board remunerations as a dependent variable, its mean is 8.7 million and standard deviation is 19.7. In addition, as for the director size is around 8 with a minimum of 3 directors and a maximum of 12. The presence of foreign directors is found limited. Only 4% of Saudi's corporations are found to have foreign directors. This low representation can be linked to the Saudi tax laws, imposing a 20% tax rate on capital gains generated by non-nationals. The regression analysis for the study shows significant relationship between female directors and boards pay packages at P equaling 0.03, hence supporting the hypothesis. The result shows a new empirical evidence from the Saudi board's diversity context or remuneration packages. Such positive association might be reflective of these listed corporations' appreciation of female directors' commitments and handling of their responsibilities. Or perhaps such positive association is due to the power of female directors in setting up their boards' remuneration packages in alignment with the interests of other boards members, regardless of their contribution, as predicted by the managerial power theory. The coefficients of foreign directors and the family board are negative and significant at P equaling 0.03. These results also indicate that boards characterized as having high proportions of foreign directors and controlling family members are found negatively associated with boards' total remuneration packages. These results support the managerial power theory, which predicts that boards' power will be lower when such board is consisted of independent directors, whether foreign or family, in which case director's pay is expected to be lower. CEO structures control variable. Ethnic CEO shows a significant association with board's total pay packages. The coefficient ethnic CEO is positive and significant at P equal to 0.04, indicating that CEO's ethnicity as a control variable have a positive relationship with board's compensation. This result shows that CEO structure influences the chances for management to manipulate compensation packages, especially when considering the ethnicity of the CEOs and whether such ethnicity represents a majority. Saudi CEOs at the board level as depicted by the study. This finding has a valuable implication of the managerial power theory, especially when the ethnic CEO variable represents a very low level of non-nationals on boards dominated by Saudi nationals. Hence, it's more likely for those majority board members to align their interests with the Saudi CEOs at the expense of their shareholders for the sake of increasing their remuneration packages. Furthermore, control variables such as employees' cost, size, and subsidiaries are found significant. The coefficient of size, subsidiaries, and employees' costs are P equal to 0.002, 0.022, 0.00, respectively, indicating that boards' compensations are positively associated with firms' resources. In conclusion, the finding of the study is quite encouraging, especially from the perspective that still there is a few Saudi corporations appreciating the existing female directors on their boards, as shown by the positively significant association of their presence with their offered remuneration packages. This finding supports the set-out hypothesis, revealing such significance in the Saudi corpus context. There is no doubt that diverse boards comprised of highly qualified men and women with complementary skill sets and wide range of experiences can positively affect companies' financial performances, governance, operations, and their overall board's effectiveness. Thank you for listening.